Alright, so just like we had with Ezra Miller, and I gave my own pre-examination to everything, we're going to go through two most recent videos of Keffals, and we're going to give my pre-examination of what I think is going on. More of, or so, the facts of my own opinions that we're going to give, okay? People aren't going to agree all the time, but I think I did a well enough job communicating with people through the Ezra Miller audio that I did, that now it's time to do a video on the Keffals situation and see what's really going on here and see what I think and how this could be done better or anything like that. Apparently it's a very serious situation, and the past two videos are actually what explains it. It goes from bad to worse. So, let's see.
5th, I was woken up by London Police Services pointing an assault rifle in my face at my home. I was told later that at 6 a.m. that morning, an email impersonating me was sent to every city councillor in the City of London, Ontario, stating that I have an illegal firearm, that I killed my mother, and that I plan to go to City Hall and shoot every cisgender person I see. I was...
Jesus fucking Christ. So I was talking yesterday on a bit of a panel discussion that I was having on. It was a chill live stream on Discord. Obviously I'm not gonna post it because there were some things brought up in there that I would like to keep between me and those two people. But we were talking about Keffals near the end of our panel discussion last night. And somebody had brought up the fact that, like, oh, she brought this on herself. Okay, maybe she did. Okay, maybe she did bring all this shit on herself, right? But then another person also had said, now she knows how it feels to be swatted. Okay, yeah, she does. But when you're listening to the first 26 seconds of this fucking shit right here, this is not the kind of show that you want to be involved in. The involvement of the SWAT team being, like, pointing a fucking weapon in your face. I'm sorry, but, like, knowing how it feels, or, like, knowing you did this to yourself, nobody deserves a SWAT team with a fucking rifle in their face if they haven't done anything, though. So, if anybody's thinking that way, I do have to hard pass on that one. Turning left, sharp left turn on the agreement of that, because nobody deserves this. Even with all the bullshit that Keffals pulled in the past, the fact that her life is being made fucking hell right now is that's not fair, you know? So, we're only 26 seconds in, and this is looking like a fucking shit show.
Shown the email while I was being interrogated in police custody. While the emails were riddled with grammatical errors and read more like something a troll would say than something I would sincerely say, the police took it seriously. Not only that, the email said my name was Clara Sorrenti, but also stated what my dead name was. It was an obvious attempt to make the police humiliate me. During the arrest, the police officer referred to me by my dead name. I was booked in the station under my dead name. The police, when talking to my mother, referred to me as her son. This is despite the fact that I have run as both a member of parliament and a member of provincial parliament under my name, Clara Sorrenti. The fact that a fake email led to London Police Services booking me under my dead name reveals the prejudice that many police have towards transgender people. This is despite the fact that the email contained my real name before ever even mentioning my dead name. This is one of the property bags returned to me after I was released from custody. All of the property bags returned to me have Roberts written on them. Roberts was my last name until I legally changed my name first to Kaylee Sorrenti on January.
So, the police should have in the system your legal fucking name. If you've gone to the SSA, you've done a legal name change, okay? Your name has been changed. police have to go by that legal name. Your ID's on you, so it's gonna have your current name. What the fuck?
25th, 2012, and then later to Clara Sorrenti on March 7th, 2018. When I changed my name, I took my mother's maiden name. My last name has not been Roberts in over 10 years. The only reason that Roberts is on the property bags is because I was booked under my dead name. A search warrant was issued, which I have a copy of here. They were looking for a handgun, ammunition, cartridges, cleaning tools, a gun case, cell phone.
Cleaning tools. We're looking for cleaning products. Who the fuck swatted Keffals, and why did you do it? What the fuck? I would love to hear your explanation. This is fucking ridiculous, man.
Phones and computers. They seized both my personal and work phone, as well as the work computer that I broadcast on Twitch from. Not only that, but the police seized my fiance's cell phones and laptop, as well as their external drive, which contained the only copy of their PhD thesis and other important university documents. Because of the negligence of the police, we were both left functionally unemployed, and I have spent thousands of dollars replacing our computers and cell phones so our lives aren't completely destroyed by what happened to us. After the police interrogated me and realized this is a situation that has happened to me before, I was released with no charges. Without my devices, I could not let people close to me know what had happened to me, and they were in the dark for hours. Even after acquiring a new phone, I still cannot log into some of my accounts because the London Police Service holds the phone that my two-factor authentication goes to. This same situation happened just over a week ago, on Sunday, July 31st, in a city I don't live in, Toronto. On that day, I talked to Sergeant Nathan Gibson after someone impersonating me made similar threats to Toronto politicians. Sergeant Gibson chalked it up to a swatting attempt. I was not charged with a crime, nor was I named as a suspect in an investigation by the Toronto Police. London Police Services should have been aware that this could happen. In fact,
Okay, so I get it. They should have been aware this could happen, right? But how would they know if it's real or not? Even the multiple times it's happened. What if it actually was you this time? I granted it wasn't. But what if it was? And that's the thing that we all like fucking freak out about fucking police not knowing what they're doing. Exactly. They don't know what the fuck they're doing half the time because of the pure fact that half the time they don't have enough information to prove if you've done this or you haven't done this. They have to go off of what they have right in front of them then and there. They can't keep going off of past. Like they can see the past and be like, okay, use that as a reference tool. Now the fact that these police officers in Canada didn't do what Toronto did and didn't call her and speak to her first and just swatted her and didn't look at the Toronto incidents, yeah, that is on them. They should have used that as a reference tool, and they did. Same MO, everything. Yet, still swatted her.
my brother called London Police Services on March 27th in a conversation lasting 9 minutes and 16 seconds to see if my family could be put on a no swatting list, only to be treated like we were wearing tinfoil hats and completely dismissed. They told my brother things would be fine. They were wrong. Despite getting a search warrant to search my home and finding no guns, as well as my mother alive and well, I am still a suspect in the investigation by London Police Services. My devices, including my fiance's hard drive that contains all of their important PhD-related documents, will not be returned to us before digital forensics analyzes them. This is a process my lawyer advised me could take months. Swatting is a crime. Identity theft is a crime. And because it was a crime that was motivated by hatred against transgender people, it was a hate crime perpetrated against me. Instead of the police helping me, they terrorized me and my loved ones, traumatizing me and leaving my fiance and I on the verge of losing everything. They victimized me for being the victim of a hate crime. I need your help because I can't do this alone. I started a GoFundMe to move immediately, recoup my losses, and build a legal fund to protect my rights. I have been subject to emotional damages, financial damages, blatant violations of the Human Rights Act, and discrimination on the basis of gender identity and expression. I was also subject to unjust seizures, which not only affected my livelihood, but has severely disrupted the work that my fiance is doing in their doctorate program, and has the potential.
Jesus. Wow. Yeah, fucking ridiculous, man. This is fucking ridiculous. Wow. Well, we've got one last one that's about 10 minutes long, so obviously probably won't go through the whole thing, but I do want to highlight.
I did not want to give my stalkers the satisfaction of knowing I was sent those pizzas, so I never brought it up publicly. Despite that, one of the managers of one of the pizza companies, having recognized my name from all of the local media coverage, decided to call into London Police Service. I got a call on August 14th from the Hate Crime Division of London Police Service. They are now investigating what happened as criminal harassment and are attempting to trace the IP address of whoever sent those pizzas. This is part of the same multi-jurisdictional investigation between London Police Service, Toronto Police Service, and Durham Regional Police Service to track down the person who stole my identity and used it to weaponize the emergency response team of the London Police Service to terrify me at best and kill me at worst. On July 31st, I received a call from Sergeant Nathan Gibson of Toronto Police Service, who informed me that there had been an attempt to swap me in Toronto. On a stalking and harassment forum known as Kiwi Farms, the users had narrowed down my address to one in London, Ontario, and one in Toronto, Ontario. The police sent SWAT teams to the addresses in both of those cities, including my home, because emails in my name were sent to local politicians making threats of committing mass violence. I've since talked to the elderly Italian man who shares my last name and lived at the address that got swatted in Toronto. He had nothing to do with this. And innocent people are being hurt in an attempt to hurt me. This needs to stop. The common denominator between me getting swatted, the pizza pranks, and the elderly man in Toronto getting swatted is that users of the website kiwifarms.com had doxed me and publicly posted the address of my hotel room, the house that I used to live at, as well as the address of the elderly man in their attempt to find my address.
It's fucking ridiculous. Now they're harassing elderly people. Y'all just keep going. Y'all can't help it, can you? This is why I never support doxing or hacking. This is the shit that fucking happens. People make up stories about you. They say, oh, we have evidence. They show all this shit that's fucking edited, clipped out, fucking taking only parts that they want, and then claim they never edited it when they did edit it. So, and this is what happens. I'm pretty sure Augie's been swatted. Who else has been swatted? And Cutie Pie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. I've been swatted 3 times. Keffals. Who else has been swatted? I'm not sure who else, but yeah, I've been swatted quite a few times in the past 2 years of my life. So I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Videos have been made. It's just how these fucking freaks roll, man.
I have been the target of an intense harassment campaign now for several months.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know how that feels. Fuck. I was for 6 months straight. It's fucking. I was targeted, and it was fucking hell. It wasn't fun. It was. Oh yeah.
I have had friends doxxed. I have had family doxxed. I have had people even loosely associated with me doxxed. But over the last month, things have been escalating. On August 1st, my graphic artist who lives in Austin, Texas, was also the victim of a swatting attempt. Because of all of the connections between this, it is all part of the same investigation. And the police are now monitoring my thread on Kiwi Farms very closely. Kiwi Farms is an online community of stalkers that torment and harass their victims so intensely, it led London, Ontario resident Julie Terryberry to take her own life on June 29th, 2016. I have already identified one London, Ontario resident who regularly posts about me in my thread on.
So now it's cross country. It's now a federal investigation. Now we got in Texas, Ontario, London, Ontario, and Toronto. It is now officially a cross-country investigation because it's federal. Holy shit, people.
On that website, and I am scared that things are going to escalate into future violence against me. I know there are more.
Look, if I'm going to be honest here, Keffals is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's completely fucked up what she's saying or hypocritical. It is a little bit, but at the same fucking time, this is what she does. I mean, this is her life, and we are just gonna, what? Destroy her life because she's done some stuff, excuse me, that isn't agreeable? I mean, fuck. Come on now. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Honestly, there's kids who dox, kids who hack on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, fucking Snapchat. This shit's getting ridiculous. Parents are too soft to fucking stop the kids nowadays. It's like, yay, you did something! And then when fucking police arrest their kid, they're like, I never could have seen it coming. And it's like, fuck you. If I had seen your fucking kid doxing or hacking, somebody would have been like, oh yeah, I saw that coming from a mile fucking away, man. I just was sitting back and enjoy the show instead of calling the cops right off the bat because I want to see how long they'd last. Wait until your kids fucking turn 18 after doing all these doxing and hacking attempts, man. Moment they become adults, this shit right here. You see how quickly both countries fucking acted with it? They're gonna wait until your kid turns 18, and then they're gonna make it federal. They're gonna fucking converge on your fucking kid. Oh, I never could have seen this coming. I could. Saw it every fucking day, every fucking post they made. I should have taken my kid off the internet. No fucking shit. Maybe you should have taught your kid better. How much you want to bet, like, on this Kiwi site, these stalkers, at least 50% of them are fucking minors. They're banding with these fucking adults to fuck with Keffals. Don't know any better because the adults are like, oh, it's fun. How many of these adults do you think have kids? Maybe like 30% of them? Yeah, 30% of these adults probably that are stalking Keffals right now probably have fucking kids. They probably lie to their kids. So, I think it's ridiculous. I think someone needs to stop whoever these motherfuckers are that are harassing Keffals. But her mistake is now that she's put out there as Kiwi site, they're gonna make an alternative site, guaranteed, guaranteed. I don't know, man. But that's what I got on this Keffals situation. More videos to come.